Well, prepare. Prepare yourself for the impending journalist meltdown that is likely to already be happening on Twitter as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remaster reportedly launches tomorrow and contains one mission that the community collectively lost their minds over when the game originally came out. Before we get into all that, just a huge shout out to this video sponsor. Believe me, they are difficult to find these days, so I'm very appreciative. Just a quick word from this video sponsor, and there isn't an easier one for me to do because this video sponsor is Ridge Wallet, and I've been using mine now for several months. You can see it's still in perfect condition, and I've been loving it. It helps you carry around everything you need day to day in a streamlined fashion. They have free shipping so you can get it fast, and there's over 30,000 5-star reviews. Why else would you want to get it? Well, you have the assurance of RFID blocking technology in your wallet. It doesn't bend or fold, and it always looks clean and stylish. Ridge has given me a special promo code where you can pick your Ridge wallet up today and save 10%, support the channel and support Ridge, and well, get a sweet new wallet. I can assure you, you'll never go back to your bifold or your trifold again. So, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remaster reportedly launching tomorrow. Reports claim that the remastered version of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 will launch tomorrow, March 31st. Eurogamer reports that a PlayStation Store listing for the game, which has since been removed, is accurate, and that Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered will launch March 31st. The rumors of remastered Modern Warfare 2 campaign have long been standing and come from several sources. Initially at last in recent history, it began on Reddit, where a data miner in Modern Warfare Season 3 found details of unreleased Call of Duty Warzone, as well as details of a Modern Warfare 2 remaster. Subsequently, Modern Warfare 2 campaign remaster was rated by South Korean Games Rating Board and a Twitter account called Okami, which previously accurately dated the Call of Duty Warzone ahead of launch, suggested Warfare was releasing March 30th. Well, there are no signs of the game so far today. Eurogamer reports that it will be the following day. The report suggests that the remaster has actually already been finished for a long period of time, with Activision waiting for the right time to release. If the reports are true, then it would appear that Activision considers this time as good as any. Modern Warfare 2 Remaster allegedly only remasters the campaign of the original game. Multiplayer maps from 2009 favorite are reportedly set to be added to Modern Warfare 2019, the newest game. So it's just the campaign. Now, Activision is on a nice little string of wins here. Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare Remastered, very popular. Warzone, very popular, sucking away a lot of people from Fortnite right now. People are having a blast, but we get the salt. The salt is now beginning to flow. You can see this guy, school, people probably mad that school's canceled because they're gonna be playing No Russian non-stop. You can see Call of Duty News saying, in case you're wondering, No Russian is still in the Modern Warfare 2, campaign, can I read, remastered, and it's not changed. Good, I'm buying the game just to play that. I find it funny that everyone's excited for Modern Warfare 2 campaign mode like we didn't play it 10 years ago. It's the same campaign with better graphics. What's the big deal? The media won't like this one. Give us Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer. I mean, I love it. I love it. And if you're wondering where all this controversy was, we have to go all the way back to 2009, where we discussed No Russian, the controversial Modern Warfare 2 level, and the game's subsequent banning in Russia. You probably already know, but Modern Warfare 2 has been banned in Russia because of that controversial level. No Russian. In the mission, you, an American soldier and the employee of the CIA, team up with a Russian bad guy who do bad things in an airport. At the end of the mission, the dude double crosses you and leaves you at the scene of everything going on, right? Geez, I can't read like any of this. Thanks, Susan. This serves as a springboard for the rest of the game, wherein Russia uses what they think is an American thing as a pretext. Blah, blah, blah. Now, as a response to that level, Russia has recalled all copies of the game. Infinity Ward has responded by editing the game, the edited version being expected to go on sale within a month, provided the Russian authorities even allow this version. We've talked about the game a little, but I want to share my thoughts on the level in question. It's very hard to defend this level. In fact, I wonder who at Infinity Ward thought it would be a good idea to include such a level, and that Activision gave the level an okay. Did anyone anticipate the controversy would erupt? Yeah, it's probably part of their marketing strategy. I understand people want to defend it and the game, and Infinity Ward's no one's defending Activision because it's your team that's being attacked. Leave video games alone, and for the record, get it? I don't really think any of us here at Crunch Gear believe there's a link between video games and real life stuff. All of us have played these type of games, from Doom on the way up, or a bunch of harmless nerds. I wouldn't even know how to use things, jack a minivan or punch somebody in the chest and rip out their heart if my life depended on it. Gaming's a fun thing, done to pass the time, no more nor less. But to hide behind those excuses when it comes to examining no Russian is absurd. You realize that you're running around in an airport in a simulated, a situation. That's different than you playing the role of, say, an allied force in WW2, going after Mr. Hankety Clankety. There's two armies going at it. It's not even in the same ballpark. Let's put it this way. If an Iranian video game developer released a game where you are in the role of a person who wears a boom boom vest, then you had to roll into a mall in the middle of suburban New Jersey and do all sorts of stuff, I can guarantee Drudge, Hannity, Rush, Beck, and Co., these are all conservative outlets, would be up in arms over that. And once they're up in arms, other news outlets would pick it up because that's how news works. Then we'd be dealing with a truly national story. Then we'd ban a video game that glorifies this bad behavior and shows America at its most vulnerable. So why is Russia any different? Why can't Russian gamers, and more importantly, Russian politicians, be angry over the level? They have every right to. Again, I'm not saying that by playing the level, all of a sudden America's youth is going to be training to do these things. So I officially don't care for the level. I did enjoy the game. It's a larger part that you can make here. What to do about our society and culture, and one of the highest grossing entertainment releases. I get it. I get it that level is uncomfortable for video game journalists, but so is real life. I also think that, for the record, if you're a video game developer, you must weigh the pros and cons of using actual nations and actual political climates in your video games. Yes, they must add to the authenticity, but at the same point, could you just make it on some fictional territory with fictional people and still do the same thing? Probably. And you can see here on Shack News, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered may release this week with no Russian. The remastered... So, of course, according to VGC, Activision is reportedly releasing a new version of 2009 title, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. The campaign will reportedly still include the controversial no Russian level, which has been a hot topic discussion over the years ever since the game first hit the store shelves. The game won't, however, include a new multiplayer mode. It's more likely due to the fact that many of the Modern Warfare 2's best maps are already available in the newly released Modern Warfare. So all you're getting now, if it does come out this week, is a remastered campaign. Now, what are they going to charge for this? I don't know, $10? I think anything more than that would probably be too much. And maybe, I'm not really interested in it. I'd rather just play the newer game, but nonetheless, the PlayStation Store description that leaked contains several weapon blueprints, operator skins, and additional items for use in Call of Duty Warzone and Modern Warfare. So the idea here is likely for Activision to get players hooked into the trifecta of titles, hereby offering rewards to be used across different games. I like it. I like the idea that you're giving people more video game content at a time when they absolutely need it. They need extra things to do. And why not give them that now? Why hold on to stuff till summer? Because I assure you, one thing video game developers must be considering here is what's going to happen when we're allowed to go back out. people are going to leave their homes just out of principle, and they're not going to be interested in buying as many video games as they want to go outside and enjoy the weather. They want to go to sporting events and things like that. I think that that date is still not in the immediate future, but it's not like it's years from now. It's a few months from now where people are going to return to some level of normalcy, in my opinion, and they're not going to be as interested in buying games. They will have essentially blew their wad already on endlessly buying games. I mean, I bought Minecraft just because I thought it would be a meme to learn how to play it. If I didn't have to stay home, there's no way I would have bought Minecraft. But everybody's covering Modern Warfare 2, but they're also talking about No Russian, which, by the way, the No Russian level is always entirely optional for the player, and I imagine is still an option in the remaster. It's also had a disclaimer warning that the player be following the level may include disturbing content. The level is still playable in the remastered edition, as proved by the stream of someone who is already able to play the game early. There are other reports that some players are able to play the game as well. Twitter user Ion linked the Twitch streamer playing Modern Warfare 2 Remastered featuring No Russian. If you want the saved clip for the stream, you can click here, but it could be disturbing to watch. Additionally, Duty Vengeance shared a screenshot of the Modern Warfare 2's remaster main screen with a Twitter news account to further prove users are playing the game early, which also makes me curious, are any of you playing this game early? Ultimately, it's a fictional level in a fictional video game. I am sure that you're going to be seeing all sorts of crying over digital pixels coming out from mainstream media. If we go back to 2009, 2019 even, they were still complaining about it. Modern Warfare 2's controversial No Russian mission divided Infinity Ward. 10 years later, they were still whining about it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 took the go big or go home approach sequel design. Despite all of its bombastic, over-the-top action, the world-ending stakes, however, one scene that stuck with most people and drummed up plenty of media coverage in the process was now the infamous No Russian mission. And if we go back to their in 2012, 3 years later, should more mainstream games push thematic boundaries and explore the murky depths of human nature? November 2009, Infinity Ward released Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 amid a flood of mainstream criticism surrounding the game's No Russian mission. And it was an optional level that allowed players to go beyond and basically delete civilians. You go back to The Guardian way back then. Should Modern Warfare 2 allow us to play at, essentially a truly open world? And these were all the questions that all the smart pundits at the time were wondering. And it wasn't good press for the game. It wasn't good press for gamers. But at the end of the day, the mission is optional and it's just a video game. And we all agree that they don't cause real world things. If it offends you, then don't play the level or don't buy the game. But when journals are postulating whether or not games should be banned and when governments get offended, it seems ridiculous to me. Nonetheless, happy that people have yet another video game to play, it looks like, in the next 24 hours. Enjoy your game. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment on it. We'll talk to you again real soon.